what's up guys, Lamphomster. Today I'm going to be reacting to top 10 convicts who freaked out after giving a life sentence by Most Amazing Top 10. I reacted to the reels a couple times, I believe, in the past, and they were really fun to watch. So yeah, we're going to watch this one, and if you guys want to check out the original reel, links in the description, and let's react.
Hey, how's it going, all you Most Amazing Top 10ers? I'm your host for today, Landon Dallasing, and welcome back to a brand new video. Let me know in the comment section below, how long do you guys think a life sentence should be? Okay, so there are a lot of criminals who commit.
For me, if someone like is charged with like murder or rape, then I think like life with the death sentence. And if it's a robbery, then 6 years, I guess. I don't know.
Horrible crimes and evil crimes. So when it is their time to face verdicts, a lot of these criminals have different intense reactions to their sentencing. So here are the top 10 convicts who freak out after given a life sentence. Starting off this list, number 10, with the mother and daughter's desperate plea. An 18-year-old teenager was sentenced to 20 years in prison after she used a dating app to set up a robbery that resulted in another teenager getting shot. When the judge handed down her sentence, the girl's mother dropped to the floor, crying out of extreme grief. The teenage girl was screaming for her mother and begging the judge to give her a lighter sentence. And oh yeah, I have a video clip of this. Watch. Headbanger comes into number 9, Brandon Spencer.
Yeah, yeah, kids, just don't steal, okay? Okay, I know you really want to get anywhere, but just don't steal. But yeah, no, for real, don't do crimes, alright?
Is serving a life sentence for opening fire at a Halloween party store, and this took place at the University of Southern California. He was charged with 4 counts of attempted murder, and this is his reaction to his arraignment.
21-year-old Brandon Spencer of Inglewood bangs his head as a judge sentences him to 40 years to life after he was convicted of shooting a rival gang member at a 2012 Halloween party on the USC campus.
Number 8 brings us to 2 females who freak out after receiving a life sentence.
Be sentenced to the State Department of Corrections for a period of life. You will get credit for any of the time that you've served. That will be
These 2 women collapsed in court after they were both handed life sentences for the death of a 3-year-old girl. Shortly after the judge read their sentencing, they fell to the floor with emotional outcries and they had to be wheeled out of the courtroom. Okay, moving into number 7, definitely unlucky number 7 for this one. Jaleel Hoskins pleaded guilty to 2nd-degree murder after tampering with evidence after he violently murdered a mother of 5 and dumped her body in a trash dumpster. When the judge ordered him to
seriously, trash dumpster, like wouldn't you like hide like, I don't know, like the ocean or something like that? I don't know, like I shouldn't be giving tips about how to murder people.
Serve a life sentence without the possibility of parole, he threw the podium towards the judge and he had to be dragged out of the courtroom by the deputies. Take a look at this.
Your Honor.
I love you, Mom!
Yeesh. Yeah, yeah, I'm not gonna break the law anytime soon. At least I hope not, unless they come out with new laws.
Man fights with deputies comes into number 6. A 19-year-old received a sentence of life imprisonment after he shot and killed another man in an attempt to rob him. The convicted killer was still hopeful that he would at least get the chance of parole, but when the judge said that parole was out of the question, it sparked an aggressive outburst. You guys won't believe this. Take a look.
Yeah, that's the last thing you want to do when you're like handle life sentence. Because if you fight with the deputies or sheriffs, then you're gonna get a later sentence. Then yeah, so I think that's the last thing you want to do.
Number 5 takes us to a man threatening to kill the judge. I mean, come on. Is this real life right now? During his trial, Juan Rodriguez was being convicted of murder for stabbing a nurse at a mental health facility. Instead of making any last-minute pleas, he threatens to kill the judge if he didn't let him out of jail, like as if that was going to work.
Listen to me. You don't let me out of here, I'm gonna kill you. I'm a Jew. I'm gonna take your life if you don't let me out of here. Okay? I'm done.
Yeah, that's not the wisest thing to say to a judge, but hey, if it was the president, then you would probably be like thrown out of the country or killed. So yeah, you better not say that to the president.
Yeah, that's probably not the smartest thing to say to a judge who literally has your fate in her hands. A 19-year-old man went into an aggressive rage after a jury sentenced him to death for a murder, and this comes into number 4. He began knocking down chairs before he was tackled by dozens of courtroom officers who eventually dragged him out of the courtroom. Take a look at this outburst. Stun gun shocks its way into number 3. Andrew Worth was charged with first-degree murder after he shot and killed a police officer. His bail was set at $1 million, and after the judge sentenced him, this is how he reacted. The officers had to use an electric stun gun to calm him down before they carried him out of the courtroom. Okay, moving on, number 2 brings us to Michael Marin. After he was found guilty of arson and almost facing a life sentence behind bars, he placed his hands over his mouth and swallowed something. A few minutes later, he began gagging and he died in the courtroom. A toxicology report.
Okay, real quick, like I think I don't know, like this is why I don't want to become like a lawyer or a judge, because like just imagine having to listen to all of these stories that all these people did. Like I don't know how you'd be able to sleep at night because yeah, I don't want to lose any sleep. I actually like sleeping.
Report discovered that he had poisoned himself with cyanide after he heard the verdict of his sentencing. This is insane.
Appears to swallow something after the verdict is read. Notice as he reaches down and appears to get something from his bag. He then wipes his face, swallows something, and appears to swallow again. But 8 minutes later, Marin starts convulsing and collapses.
A violent man makes its way into number 1. A judge sentenced Marshall Iguana to 40 years in prison for aggravated assault after he cut his niece with a butcher knife.
I don't know why, it just kind of looks like Ted Bundy to me.
After he heard the sentencing, he used a thin blade from a safety razor and he slit his own throat in an apparent suicide attempt. He did survive and he'll probably receive more time for sneaking contraband into the courtroom. Well, there you guys have it. That is the end of this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys all in the next one.
Yeah, I really like this video actually. But anyways, guys, hope you guys like this video. They give a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. I'm sorry, I when I talk fast, I don't really like. Okay, whatever. But subscribe to the channel, turn on post notifications, share this video, subscribe, join in, and I'll see you guys next video. Peace out.